This is 300 watt RMS, and in about 2 songs, this turned into a smoke machine. Is 1 amp enough? Today we're going to find out if this monster can replace these two. I'm Gator, I've been playing with car audio for around 20 years. In this video we're going to show you how to pop this in, set it up. We're running it all to run this, which is quite a monster for what I call a sort of a mid-level sound system to go in your car just to roll around on the street. I've been running this Fusion to run my D-Class subs for about 15 years. Recently I upgraded to this to add a bit more punch to my mid-range. Today I want to find out if I can replace these two with this. What are the advantages? There's less wiring, less housing, and these are just more modern. I'm quietly confident this is going to give a whole lot more punch than this. So this is the Fusion CA-DA-12250. So it's a good workhorse, man. It's done me really well. Look up the specs. They're really good bang for buck and punch for power. This, I only bought it as a mid-range. It's 1000 watts max. It does a really good job of keeping your mid frequencies. I've run 6x9s and 6-inch components of it. It's done a really great job. This comes with a bit of a story. I ran this off this setup for about 6 months and then this failed. Pioneer said that I burnt out the voice coil. I couldn't smell anything. I have no indication that the voice coil was burnt. Since then I sent it back to Hyperride where I buy all my audio. If you buy car audio at the moment, buy it from Hyperride. The team there have done a warranty for me. Even though Pioneer said no, I am totally stoked. So they are where I get all of my gear. This and this were from Hyper. No, this is not sponsored. I'm just a customer that enjoys their service. So, let's unbox this. In my opinion, these are a really good value sub on the market. It's well built, Pioneer quality of course. Nice little push connectors on the back. It's dual 4 ohms, 500 watts RMS. It just works. I'm putting it in a ported enclosure. And then this. These are just fantastic. Great bit of kit. You got your volume adjust there, that's a must with anything with a decent volume audio system. If you're looking to turn the bass up and down, it's just so good having it there. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this back in the car. I haven't actually run this sub off this amp, so I'm really interested to find out. I put an old sub on this amp. I'll go grab it actually. I've had also for about 15 years, run it on that Fusion for a long time. This is 300 watt RMS, and in about 2 songs, this turned into a smoke machine. As you can see, there's not a lot happening there. You compare it to this. It's nice and soft. This is completely stiffen up. Smells delicious. So, what's it going in? In my Starlet. I don't need 2 Starlet. Not really a sound machine, but it's its job, it's my car. So we're going to go and pop this in, and I'm going to give you an honest review of what I think it's like after living with it for a day or so. Well, the next step is setup. So the sub here is a 2x4 ohm. I'm trying to find it on the box. I found it a moment ago. Off camera you can find everything, I reckon. So this is a 2x4 ohm sub. Then over here, because this is a 5-channel amp, right? So 4 channels are going to run, 2 are on my 6x9s, 2 are on my components. So that easy, done. 5th channel, that's the one that excites me. I've never had an amp, a proper amp with the 5 channels. So the 5th channel on these is 600 at 2 ohms. There we go. So what have we got? If I read it out, we've got 100 by 4 RMS at 4 ohms. So that's great for the fronts and all those sorts of things. And then we've got 1 by 600 watt RMS at 2 ohms. So currently when you've got a 4 ohm, you need to get it down to 2. Because this is a dual voice coil sub, the easiest way to get it down to 2 is to run parallel. So I'm going to run what I call a jumper lead. This is going to go across here, through the holes. I'll put a diagram up there now so you can see which way it goes. So just jump that across, and then when you pop it in the car, you only need to go positive on one side, negative on the other, and your jumper lead will do all of the work for you. Let's go to the car. Red to red, red to red, black to black, black to black. I do like these spring-in systems. Over the years, we've all had problems with them falling off and causing trouble, so no. Need to pivot that around a little bit. Okay, that goes there. Now we need to get in the car. Okay, and then the settings. Settings in these are pretty cool. So you've got your, well, I'm calling it front A channel, and then B channel, and then underneath you've got the subs. So because my head unit's quite clever and it does everything for me, I'm going to put everything high pass off, make sure it's on 4 channel mode, and if you come down the bottom, we've got, you gotta make sure that's selected onto subwoofer mode because I've got all 3 channels. Then again, I'm going to turn the filter off on the front, so there's no filter there. I've got all my gains set to normal, which I'm going to start with that and see. So that's that set up really. There's not a whole lot to it. You just got to make sure you got everything right. So your frequencies, if you're running the, if you don't have a smart head unit, you want to put that onto high pass, and then set a frequency based on your speakers. Same with the low. I'd pull some bass out of it for my 6.9s if I needed to, but again, I can do it on the head unit. The sub, make sure the sub's on sub, make sure that's relevant to what you've got. If you've only got one set of RCAs, you can put that on 2, and it'll run the whole thing. Again, you could run just one set for your mid and high, one set for your low. That would be on sub, that would be on 2. I've got all 3, put that on 4, that on sub, and it should just go. Obviously, need to put a fuse in. I've had the fuse out because I've been working on it. So I'm going to pop the fuse in, and then should be next turn, should just start moving. Subwoofer on, crossovers, here we go. So the rear crossover, I've got it on high pass at 160. The front crossover, I've got on high pass at 250. And then the sub, I've got at 80. Low pass on with 36 dB slow up the sub and down speaker level. There we go. If I turn the sub down a bit. That's down, that's down, that's down. So this should just sound normal. Let's find a song that I like. Sounds awfully loud for how quiet it is. And then suddenly, I heard a new rattle. Okay, that sub box was blowing. It had a rattly side here, so I'll cut to a video now. Welcome back. So what I did, I put my old sealed box in. This thing again, this has been around for as long as that Fusion amp and all that. So this has had a good life, man. So let's get my phone and we'll go in the car, fire it up and see how it goes. Okay, turn it on for the second time. Again, I've got everything set to low. Sounds great. Sounds crisp, sounds clean. And after a couple of days of driving around in it, what are my thoughts? I'm impressed. The bass is punchy, it's full, and everything else is great. This is a wicked setup for a street car, man. I'm really gonna have some fun this summer.